Hello, everyone. My name is Courtney Lamb, and today I'll be talking about video games and prosocial behavior. Let's get right into it. To begin, what does being prosocial mean? It is defined as behavior that encourages and promotes friendship and social acceptance. But how does this tie into video games? Video games have been around since the early 1970s, where we were introduced to games like Computer Space and Pong. In 1976, the game Death Race surfaced, causing controversy due to its content. The goal of the game was to hit gremlins with your vehicle to obtain points. However, people thought the gremlins in the game favored humanoid-like creatures. This outraged people as they felt the game encouraged aggressive behavior in real life. This controversy sparked the first video game-based mainstream media protest over violence portrayed in a game. Unfortunately, there has been a negative stigma on the effects of video games on our behavior since their creation. But can video games encourage positivity? More specifically, we'll be answering the questions: can video games promote pro-social behavior? Are there other benefits to gaming? And if video games can promote positive behaviors, why are they considered bad? To begin, prosocial video games are games that encourage positive behaviors between players, such as socializing, cooperating, and creating friendships. Some examples of prosocial video games include Animal Crossing and Minecraft. Here, I'm going to cover some case studies on prosocial gaming conducted to see whether the content in video games affected the behavior of the player. 727 students from Singapore were asked to name their three favorite video games, approximate the time spent playing these games, and assess how often players helped or hurt each other throughout the game. Students were also asked if they agreed on certain social behaviors and to interpret intentions of social behaviors through hypothetical scenarios. Studies showed that the students that spent more time playing prosocial video games were more likely to exhibit prosocial behaviors on a day-to-day basis and less likely to exhibit hostile behaviors. Another study conducted on over 1,800 kids in Japan was done by asking children how long they had spent playing prosocial video games once and then again after 3 to 4 months. And what do you know? Studies showed that prosocial video games were linked to being nice in real life. Some behaviors that prosocial video games help encourage include helping behaviors, cooperation and sharing, emotional awareness, and empathy. I'm sure you're wondering if there's any other benefits to playing video games other than being prosocial. Of course, some benefits include increased hand-eye coordination, improved cognitive ability, improved logic and problem-solving skills, and much more, which brings us to our next question. If video games promote positivity, why are they considered bad? Well, as we spoke on previously, some games may contain graphic content, violence, and questionable behaviors. These features are displayed today in popular games such as Grand Theft Auto, Mortal Kombat, and Call of Duty. The truth is, if prosocial games can encourage prosocial behavior, then violent games can potentially encourage violent behavior. However, this all depends on the player and what they choose to take from the game. In conclusion, prosocial video games can indeed encourage prosocial behavior. I chose this topic because I love video games. However, I hate the negative stigma around them. There is a positive side to gaming that I wish to share with everyone. This is important to me because many people believe that there are no benefits to playing video games when in fact there are. Now, let's see if you're paying attention. I'm going to ask you a couple of basic questions based on this presentation. First, what behaviors do prosocial video games encourage? A. Helpfulness. B. Cooperation. C. Friendship. Or D. All of the above? The answer is D. All of the above. Next, what is an example of a prosocial video game? A. Mortal Kombat. B. Animal Crossing. C. Call of Duty. Or D. Grand Theft Auto? If you guessed Animal Crossing, you're correct. This concludes my presentation. Thank you all so much for listening. Bye.